Hi guys, Angie here from Pear Collections. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. Today I want to chat with you about the word pear for our style tips and tricks edition. I know it's not a tip or trick, but I think it's going to be a really great episode to really get your head around the positivity about being called a pear. So there's a lot of women out there who actually, no matter what body shape it is, hate being considered and being compared to fruit. And to be honest, I was one of them. When I was younger, in my younger 20s, in my teenage years, I hated it. Every time I thought of being a pear-shaped body, I hated it. I hated myself. I hated everyone else. It was just a really negative connotation that I made to the word, to the concept of being pear-shaped. As I've gotten older now and kind of had my overall epiphany of the world, I have actually completely changed my tune and have begun to love being compared to fruit. So I thought I'd share my reasoning for you in hopes that you can kind of embrace being called a pear-shaped woman or an apple or whatever your body shape is, to really take a new look of positivity into your life and just become, I guess, less angry and loving yourself a bit more. So the reason I love being compared to fruit is, one, fruit is delicious. It's one of my favorite things. There's so many options of fruits. Fruits are just super yum. They're super healthy. They nourish your body to the point that it thrives. Fruit trees and plants are basically, they can be self-sustained and can grow almost anywhere if planted. We can get fruits from around the world, whether it's pears, apples, it doesn't really matter. You get them in the US, you can get them in Canada and Australia and Egypt and Ethiopia and Britain and England. They can survive and thrive in different kind of weather temperaments and different kind of environments. So if you look at that, it's actually really flattering to be compared to any kind of fruit of your body type, solely because I think it's amazing to think of myself as someone who can thrive, someone who can get through any kind of temperament, any kind of environment, and still, again, thrive and make it. I love the idea of thinking that I can nourish my own soul and nourish other people as well. And lastly, and this is a bit cheeky, I love thinking that my curves make me juicy. So that's a bit of a weird one to say, but you get what I mean. Being compared to fruit can be quite amazing. And being compared to a pear is also quite amazing, simply because pears are, again, delicious. There is multiple ways that pears can be cooked. So pears can be very versatile as well. So again, relating that back to being compared to as a female is, yes, I'd like to think that I'm delicious to people. I'd love to think that my body shape is appealing and appetizing to other people. As a female, I think any of us want to think that. And I would love to think, and I do believe, that I, again, can thrive and I am versatile, and that any kind of situation I can make sure and make the best out of. So that's a bit of a different way of looking at being called pear-shaped. Once again, I used to hate being compared to fruit, but if you really think back to what fruit is and how people perceive fruit, it is actually very flattering. If someone was comparing you to a mosquito or something, that would not be at all flattering. But fruit is amazing, and fruit sustains us, and yeah, fruit nourishes us, and it can be cooked in so many different ways. It can be not cooked. It can be, there's so many ways you can look at fruit and think of, how can I make that me? How can I nourish myself and nourish other people? How can I make sure that I thrive in any circumstance, in any environment? How can I make sure that I make myself versatile and strong enough to be able to go about being conceived like a fruit? I want to be strong. I want people to also respect me. There is great respect for different kinds of fruit, for natural healing, for, again, nourishment, and just overall being delicious. So this is a bit of a strange episode today, but I thought it would be really lovely to really come out there, because I definitely used to be one of those women who hated being compared to fruit, and I would love to change other people's minds about this and really empower you to think about all the amazing benefits of fruit and think of it as how amazing you are. We as women are incredible, and never let anyone make you think otherwise. So as always, guys, let's share and spread this new way of thinking of fruit, and by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all that jazz, and really getting the word out here about the pear community. And thank you so much for your support. And as always, love your curves, guys. Bye.